Is this thing on? Hi, welcome to another episode of Tangent by Deborah. I'm gonna do a super cool arrangement today in this super funky sushi poke bowl. Actually got it at Home Goods, where I get a lot of my containers. I'm going to be giving this arrangement as a gift to a special friend. I'm giving her this bowl so that she can actually reuse it for having poke or whatever she wants in it, soup, whatever. Look, it came with chopsticks like this in this funky bowl. Super cute. This time I'm going to show you how to do an arrangement with floral foam. Now you have to use the wet foam. You can't just use some dry stuff that you see at Michael's or something like that. I already cut it, but essentially this is what it looks like. It comes in a rectangle shape, usually in a pack of like 6 or something like that. Okay, I put it in my bucket and I soaked it. You can fill a pot of water as long as the amount of water is more than the square of foam. Let it sit in there for like 10 minutes, soak up the water, then you're good to go. So I cut mine in half because that's about how big of a size I'll need for this container. And let me get it. I'm getting it out of my bucket. Here it is. Now it's saturated and heavy, filled with water, ready to stick the flowers in. I just use a simple, some kind of knife. I just had this weird, I don't even know what kind of knife this is, but I don't have a special florist tool for cutting my foam. So I'm gonna kind of make it a round shape to fit inside the bowl. And I might have to go in a little bit because the bowl gets narrower at the bottom. And I'm just kind of measuring with the bowl. There's no scientific way to do this. Ew, landed on my foot, gross. Gross, I'm wearing flip-flops, people. Then you can kind of, I don't even have to really cut anymore, I don't think. Then you can shove it down a bit so that it goes pretty much to the bottom. And then I will cut some off because I don't want it to show. So I'm just gonna take chunks off, kind of. Throw them on the ground. Always looks like a mess around my station. Okay, here we go. Here's the flowers I got for today. I have these super awesome, they're a special variety of Gerbera daisy. Look at how awesome it is. It looks like some kind of sea anemone or something you'd find in the ocean. It's like pink with this like chartreuse green color. It's so cool. I got all my flowers at Trader Joe's. Then I got some Hypericum berries. They have green ones that I normally use a lot. These ones are red. And then I had some pussy willow branches left over from another arrangement, so I'll stick those in. And then I have some curly willow branches. And then one of my favorite flowers, freesias. And they come in different colors, bright reddish, orangish, purples, yellows, and whites. And they smell so good. This one has a peppery scent to it. The white one always smells peppery. They're so fragrant, and I know my friend will love them too because she makes candles. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start with the freesias. They have green on them, which will be pretty much the green in my arrangement, as you can see. I don't have anything else that's green. Oh, there's some on the berries, I guess, if I end up not taking the leaves off. I'm going to stick these up about 3 inches from the top of the floral foam. And I'm just gonna stick them in, and they're all gonna be the same height. It's gonna be kind of like a square top. Is that what you call it? What do you call flat top? It's a flat top. It's gonna be a flat top arrangement. All right, I'm gonna cut it a little bit taller than that. Probably about 4 or 5 inches tall, because I'm gonna stick it down. The magic of floral foam is that the flower stays exactly where you put it. So here I go. I'm just gonna start in the front row. I'm gonna stick it in. Okay, so I'm just gonna keep doing that. When I'm done, I have green moss that I will put around the bottom if I need to hide the floral foam so you won't see it. I always have moss on hand. I use it a ton in my arrangements, and it just finishes it off and looks cool. You'll see later. I'm gonna take one of my Gerbera daisies and put it in the middle kinda to see what that looks like. Okay, I'm just gonna stick it in. So I think I'm gonna disperse the flowers all around, or maybe I'll clump them. Let me see. To clump or not to clump? That is the question. Always with my arrangements, I'm going like this. I do it every 3 seconds, I think. You have to see what's going on all around you, or you kind of get caught up in something and then you're like, what the heck is up with the other side? It's a balancing game. One more. Where do I need this one? Gotta look from the top down sometimes. how to squeeze it in between. So I kind of have them all clumped in the middle. Now I'll fill in with the freesias a bit. Make sure you got an even center going out. You'll see where your holes are and where you need to push down some because they're sticking up too tall. Okay, I think that's pretty evened out. I have a little bit of white flour kind of spaced around so that all the white isn't on one side. So now I'm gonna add this pop of red. Let's see how this looks in here. Clean your stems. There, that's kind of pretty. I have like 5 stems, so I'll kind of evenly space them around and see how that goes. Probably gonna do 4 around the edges and then 1 in the middle if I can. Nah. Okay, I didn't like the red one in the center, so I'm gonna leave it out. This is what you can do when you have floral foam. Whoa, look at that. Oops, careful, dripped some water, but that looks super cool, doesn't it? Okay, oh no, now I made a mess. So now, let me see if the pussy willow branches look good in here. Might be a little too tall. It's always better to start out too tall because you can shorten the stem, right? Obviously, it is too tall. I'm gonna cut it a little bit. And then you just kind of eyeball it. A lot of flower arranging is eyeballing. So if you have good eyeballing skills, this stuff will come easy to you. It's all about picking flowers that look awesome, put them together and eyeball it. Serious. I think that looks kind of funky and cool. So I'm gonna keep adding some more because it might be even cooler with some more in there. So you want them to fan out at the same angles. You don't want, like right now, look. This one's way down here, this one's up here. So I'm gonna pull this one out, angle it better. See, that's a little more even. All these little stems from the freesias you can use them all. I might need some green to fill in here and there, so those are perfect for that. And then you don't waste them. Okay, do I want another layer with the curly willow branches? Okay, I'm cutting them short. See how short I cut that? Maybe just like 3 in the center. There. Just keep going with it. It's all about layering, like I said before. All of these cool arrangements that you see and you think, how could I ever do that? Just take it layer by layer. Layer by layer. Ooh, it's windy and cold out here. My magnolia tree that I'm working under is dropping its petals and it's so pretty up there. What do you think? I think it kind of looks cool. I don't know if it looks cool for you guys, but it looks cool for me. So I think I'm done. I'm gonna go get my moss and I'll show it to you and I'll be right back. I'm back! Here's my moss. It's called Super Moss. You can get it at Michael's or nurseries, garden stores. I got this, I believe, online on Amazon. So basically all I'm doing is I'm going to fill in. I'm just gonna shove the moss in so it covers the floral foam. I'm just gonna push the corner down. There's no flowers there. I'm just gonna push the corner down a little bit so that this moss will sit inside. I'll show you on this side. Break off little pieces. It comes in like big chunks. So break off what you need and then intertwine in between the stems of the flowers. So you don't want to see any of the floral foam. Totally doesn't have to be perfect. It'll look good no matter what. It's a big wow factor using the moss. Okay, I'm all done. Look at how cute. Pretty. Looks good from all the sides. It just all comes together when you have funky flowers and a cool container and some moss, people. Whoa, that petal just hit me in the face. Just kidding, didn't hurt. Felt like lovely, soft as a rose petal on my face. I'm going to stick these in somehow so she has a complete set. Just kidding. Can I weave it through? You know what? I kind of weaved it through, so I want her to have the chopsticks that goes with it. I just put it in. We'll see. I don't know if I'll keep it there. Use what you find at your stores and be creative. put funky things together that you think might not work, because it all comes together. Layer it up, people. Layer it up, and you'll have fun while you're doing it. I always have fun. And then it's amazing what the outcome is. Thank you for watching another episode of Tangent by Deborah. See you next time. Mwah!